one side and a lot of other colors on the other side. That's my first impression of this game that matters so much. What is yours, sir?
I got to agree. Yeah, yes, and as the panel said, a lot of bubbles from T-Bold Reborn. We're going to have a lot of team fight, I'm sure, from both sides. A lot of chaos is going to come out in this one. We see already with the tips getting thrown around. Both teams super excited to play this, as we're going to have a lot of fun here between these two sides. No doubt about it. But I mean, Brian, if you would have to sort of take a draft that you feel is stronger, I mean, which way would you side on this?
I think Team Bald Reborn's got the ease of execution advantage here. With the immense amount of team fight and the Darkseer really mitigating the Warlock as well as the Venomancer's impact with all the AoE slows because of the upheaval as well as just the Gale and Poison Sting, I think the Void will be able to navigate the way he has to, and because of the Ink Swell, the Ion Shell, there should be enough damage put onto him that Gork can afford to itemize more utility-esque, you know, the Sanj and Yasha's tanky, long, drawn-out fights where the first round of volleys of ultimates will come out, but I think the time dilation as well as the Ion Shell will prevail.
We'll see here. RDO and Booktop did try and get their hands on the bouncer in. Isn't going to be the case. And we'll see with the lane setups. Nothing too surprising. Yeah, we're going to Pablo and Ragic starting up top. Trying to slow down RDO's farm here, but it's going to be a pretty solid lane, I'd imagine, here for level up. Just having the Warlock constantly keeping this lifestealer sustained. I mean, how tough of a lane is it? Like, does the Iron Shell bother you, or does Warlock with the heals completely counter that?
No, I think they're good. Effect? Feast plus the Warlock heal. The lane should be perfectly fine defensively, but they don't really do anything to Ragix once he starts cutting. And so I imagine the Darkseer, once it gets level 3 or so, will start doing so and should accelerate pretty quickly. So I think that's why Team Bald decided to go for this last pick, Darkseer, not to shut down the Lifestealer. That's what the second round of picks were for, the double BKB piercing ultimates from the Faceless Void and the Enigma. No reason to all in against one hero.
And then on the other side of the map, I mean, Gorg on the Void. Is he going to have a lot of fun down here, or is he going to be pretty miserable laning against the Phonic Venom?
Oh, it's just so fun to lane against Venom, man. I love it. Every carry player can relate. I'm sure he's going to have an absolute blast.
We'll see. We'll see how well Gorg does with the pressure that's going to be on him between Phonic and DNZ on this Venom Sand King duo.
I'm sure he'll be fine. Faceless Void in the laning stage is rough against Veno because the low levels of time dilation, you just can't afford to get rid of enough damages. We do see top.
On top, they get the vacuum back into the Ink Swell, as that'll be first blood here for Team Bald. Good damage as well done to RDO here, as RDO has to walk this off.
Yeah, he's got to be careful on Warlock, because Lifestealer should be perfectly fine. He opted to skip Rage level 2. A bit surprising there, just because it's literal invulnerability against the Darkseer as well as the Grimstroke. But you just gotta be careful on Warlock, because he doesn't need to protect his carry, and his carry can't really protect him. So we're seeing there, I think the panel mentioned he's relatively low MMR, so that might be the little bit of rust.
Yeah, well, we'll see how safe he can play here, if Team Bold are going to be able to abuse that again. As Booktop making the go on him this time around. No vacuum at the ready, so he's going to be fine. In fact, Ragix, he's going to end up dying. Takes a hit from the tower here, and there we have it. Booktop's back, ladies and gentlemen.
First death was just a bait, setting up for this. Give the opponent even more levels, and this is how it pays off massive dividends.
On the bottom lane as well, the brawling continuing as 5 up. He's taking a bit of a beating there from the two of them. In fact, looking for the wraparound. He's got Burrow Strike back up DNZ. They might be able to get 5 up here as they lead him with the Gale. Get the Malefice off, but DNZ able to line up the 2-man Burrow Strike. Will take him down. Gorg's gonna look for the counter kill on DNZ. Will be able to get it here with the help of the Eidolons as they run down DNZ, get the trade. I mean, at the end of the day, Gorg's gonna be happy. Support died, but he gets the solo XP.
Oh, absolutely. That was planned almost, I'm sure. Nigma was only like a 4th mana, so getting a free refill there in the sense that, yeah, you gave up some gold and experience, but you gave it all to your carry. You just traded all the golden experience you gave and gave it to Gork. That's like a Midas or something.
It always feels nice. I mean, you know, I'm sure you've been there a million times when you're playing carry and your support dies in that sort of situation. You know, it's sort of sad to see you go, but you're not really. Yeah, it's like, thank you, give me some space, some XP. So Gorg's going to be happy. Let's see how things are going up on the top side of things. RDO 14 for 2 at the moment. Not farming too bad, but definitely Ragix. As you say, you know, as this Darkseer up top, he can pretty much farm whatever he wants, pull whatever he wants. These two heroes, they're not going to be able to stop him.
Yeah, they even get the big pull camp off. Pablo got the last hit on the big creep. That's pretty much the dream for any 4 position. Surprise, Radix is actually still over here. He had the option to go cut the next wave while RDO was chasing after Pablo, but elected to stick around and then just get the treatment, is what I like to call that, from Lifestealer, as he just hits him about 20 times.
And Brian, the mid lane. I mean, well, look at this. We have quite the beat down here from Noob. 35-8 against the 18-0. Now, is this expected? Is this a pretty tough matchup for the Tiny, or is this just Noob completely crushing?
I'm getting the impression that Noob is the best mid laner in this Western European lower division, because he has consistently stomped his mid lane. Yeah, I'm not trying to take anything away from Excalibur, but Noob, I remember weathermanning for their previous series, and both of my segments were on how much he dumpstered his lane.
Noob! I mean, a very app that we're talking about in there, hits the 6, instantly seizes an opportunity to get the solo kill on Excalibur. It just, I mean, he's showing off here, Noob.
Yeah, what he does is he abuses the small camp. I'm pretty sure if I were to watch this game back, he's already stacked it and cleared it every minute.
Yeah.
Snapfire, he's doing it with this game. The previous series, we saw him do it with the Viper, and it's just insane efficency. Where
look
he
at
hits
this as
level
well,
6.
Noob. He just knows exactly what's up, heads into the jungle. He's able to get a kill onto Radix. He's having quite the opening here. First 5 minutes, Noob, 2 kills, 2 cores, and complete free farm on the Snapfire.
Against this team, and I think moving forward when we get to the major, teams are going to start blocking this small camp, especially when it's a hero like Snapfire, where the scatter shot does so much damage that you can pretty much clear it instantly. It's just too easy. It's just like an extra lane or two, or extra creep or two worth every lane.
I mean, what is sort of the best way to do that in a game? Is it going to be the mids moving to try and block it, or is it like, are you blocking it from the very beginning, or a few minutes in supports are making moves?
I think it's either from the very beginning, or you consider blocking it when you go pick up the 4-minute water rune or something like that for a support.
Dog. Tell you what, got a nice few bashes there. Seizes an opportunity to continue to push in and get the kill onto Funnick. See DNZ try and run him down. Oh, Noob's coming over. Cookie on the creep. Noob! Look at this man.
That was a
Look at this
sick
man
cookie.
go. Noob Snapfire, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. He's just doing everything right, Brian.
Yeah. Equally distributing the cookies. I really do appreciate that. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I'd sometimes bring cookies in my lunches to school, and people always wanted me to share. And I feel like Noob, he really understands that sentiment, you know?
Oh, he does. He's making sure that no creep gets left unfed here as he's throwing those cookies out to set up those stuns. And, yeah, this Snapfire. This is probably going to be one of the quicker boost travels on the Snapfire mid here. We're going to see a 7-minute boost travels here on Noob.
I'm pretty sure I saw this the last time he played Snapfire. Like,
I think he did actually have
the same time. It seems
Yeah.
crazy, but that hero farms so fast, and then you just got an extra couple kills to boot.
On top. They're chasing him. They're looking over towards Radix. DNC's in with the Burrow Strike.
Nice rotation.
And some fast moves here from Level Up, keeping them with the lead right now, 6-3. 1k advantage as well.
Yeah, remember, this is a strength hero, even though it's a ranged spellcaster. He's got 1,280 health, with virtually no items other than that bracer, rushing for those boots of travel. So he's not really going to be vulnerable to this tiny combo anytime soon either. He'll need like a Grimstroke to follow him up to make this potent enough.
See, with these sort of movements, DNZ heading up towards the top half of the map. Gorg is getting more space down here. It's just now Funnick on his own, laning against him, so Gorg's going to be a little bit more comfortable with this area of the map.
Yeah,
Still
surprised. He didn't go like early Mask of Madness or anything like that. Early Ring of Health, potentially. Usually you need something to counteract that Venom's damage over time.
Look at this over in the river. We've got the kisses coming in from Noob. Gets a good few hits onto Excalibur. Cookie onto DNZ. It's going to close the gap. He's in with the blast. Noob does it again. Another kill here set up by the Snapfire. It just don't stop.
Yeah, he's not even inconveniencing himself really that much for these kills.
Yeah. No, he's having a great time. Top lane. They will manage to set up here onto Book Top with a vacuum pack. Oh, nice use of the invest though. Yeah, it gets Book Top that burst of HP. That will actually allow him to step back underneath the towers. They won't quite be able to finish him. Maybe they'll look to dive. They do have wall ready to drop again. So they'll have to bear that in mind. Bottom lane, Gorg, he's going to drop the Chrono. He's had enough of Funnick. He's got the Chrono ready to go, sets up onto the Venomancer. They'll come in with the counter players. Noob, is he going to be able to do this, Gorg? He's going to get chopped by DNZ as well. He may have got the kill on Funnick, and it costs him his life. And now DNZ and Noob, they're going to look to run down 5-up as well. TPs are coming in. Pablo is going to look to try and help out. But can he actually save 5-up? There's 5-up, desperately trying to get back to the safety of his tower, but Noob's running him down. In again with another cookie. Noob will take down the Enigma.
I'm surprised he made that rotation without his Mortimer's Kisses, but it just didn't matter. Those two first spells do so much damage between the two of them. If you're close enough, 280 from the cookie and about 435 from the scatter shot. So Gork used his time walk to get close enough. It's only level 1 and proved to be plenty enough damage from the damage over time from Veno, wearing him down a bit, and then Noob finishing him off.
Noob, he just sees blood. It's just straight in. Pablo trying to soak up some action behind the tower. Noob's not going to let that happen. Immediately level up, diving, collapse behind the tower, take another kill. This area definitely off limits now for Team Bold Reborn. And Gorg knows he's moved up to the top half of the map. Mask of Madness nearly done. But of course, he's going to focus on staying away from these engagements until he has that Chronosphere back online again.
Yeah, the entire net worth advantage so far for Dire is pretty much all on that Snapfire. So if they manage to bring him down in the near future, this game could take a turn for the worst for level up here.
Now DNZ, I'm just going to try and sit himself underneath this tower. Soak up the creeps. They do have potential to maybe fight here, Team Bold Reborn.
Yeah, they
the
can't
wall
let him
and the black hole. They're going to drop the sentry, then they're going to just start getting aggressive in onto DNZ. As DNZ, has he got any escape? He's got Burrow Strike up, and now with the follow-up from Booktop, the Golems, and also the Kisses coming in. Radix, he's going to go down. They may get DNZ. Gorg,
nice
he's going to go straight for the TP out, knows there's nothing else to put a stop to it. So this time round, Gorg able to make it away. Noob's moving in from the side. Pablo gets the Phantom's Embrace out, trying to put it stop immediately. The Lil Shredder comes out, so Noob's able to take off the silence straight away. Excalibur heading in there with a big hole with the black hole. 5-up, he's able to get it off. It's enough to set up for the kill onto Booktop, but not enough to lock down Noob and Funnick. As they still lose the Enigma, 5-up will fall. Excalibur as well. Noob's just a little too tanky. Cookie onto the Booktop Golem, sets up onto Pablo. As they can't kill this Snapfire. Noob just too tanky and so high level now. 506. He's level 12. We're only 11 minutes in.
Funnick felt really bad there. You know, the Golem's getting fed, Noob's getting fed, everyone's getting fed, so he decided that somebody on Team Bald had to get fed there. So he walked right into the secret shop after the fight had already dissipated, and Gork was just say, hey, oh, thank you. As he takes the kill, turns that into a tower. Honestly, a pretty big deal that Funnick walked in and died there, because he was the one that was going to remain top defending that tower, and it could have been very difficult for Team Bald to ever get that tier 1 tower top, and instead, because of that, he ends up taking it right after. But man, this Snapfire, crazy. We've been seeing some sick cookie
insane,
plays across many series today. That Liquid play with the Centaur was magnificent. So I'm really enjoying this hero's evolution ever since its release. It's definitely come full circle.
Yeah, it seems to be one of those heroes that just wherever it's being played by a solid 4 or a solid mid, it can just look so good. You know, these players look so comfortable on it. They know its exact limits and how to perfectly just abuse the aggressive burst potential early on to get such a lead. As we're seeing here, Noob on his snap, definitely one of the mid laners that was starting to play the snap mid very early on.
And we saw Thompson go similar build here against a Phases Void. If you're worried about the main source of threat being the Chronosphere, pretty easy to blink away before the Void can get it off. So that's why I imagine he went for it first. Best survivability item. I think it's better than a BKB in this instance in terms of keeping him alive. Yeah. Also helps him farm.
No, for sure, especially when he gets it this quick. It's not going to slow down any other sort of key items. And he's, as you say, just able to do so much with it. And it's going to make Gorg really sort of second guess when he can commit that Chronosphere. If Noob's quick with the blink. As talking about the blinks, Excalibur's got his. He's in. He's able to catch Noob by surprise. Noob was not ready for that. As Team Bold Reborn, they're able to take down the big old Snapfire.
It does not save you from the tiny combo, and he's got to be very careful now. Whenever Excalibur's off map, just very predictable. They're waiting for that creep wave to push in. I'm sure Team Bald was communicating. Somebody's going to show on this. Hopefully it's the Snapfire. We're going to jump him the second he does, because I assure you, after he finished that nuke on the side of Noob, he was going to blink away. So that's a very small window. They know it's dangerous, but he's thinking he can get away with it because of that blink dagger. It's just such a narrow punishment, but it happened. I'm just concerned, man. Lifestealer, like, yes, Snapfire had a really good start, but he's not going to carry. And Lifestealer's in a rough one. So, I mean, not in terms of having a bad game. He's second in the net worth, but against the Enigma as well as the Faceless Void, it's going to be quite difficult unless he manages to survive that initial burst. And I think a lot of that's going to come down to who gets the jump on who, as we see a smoke with the level, or with the 4-position Blink Dagger on Sand King.
Oh yeah, pretty big timing here for level up. They're going to have quite the team fight, all ultimates ready to go. But same to be said for Team Bold Reborn, if they are able to get over in time and do something. 5 up, the Black Old back up right now. He hasn't quite got his blink, so ideally wants to be waiting for that. Just 100 gold short of the Blink Dagger on Enigma. But Gorg, he's pretty ready to fight if he gets the good chrono opportunity. He has to be pretty aware of Booktop's positioning. The Golem getting dropped can be quite a nuisance at this stage.
Bit surprised Gorg's going for a Maelstrom since they have so much damage to put onto him, as well as the fact that they have a decent amount of burst coming out from level up, so something like an SNY tanking him up a bit would be very nice. But it's mainly because Maelstrom doesn't really do anything to Lifestealer as like the carry-to-carry matchup.
See bottom. DNZ, he's in with the jump onto Excalibur. The kiss is coming down. Do they have enough damage? Cookie onto him? They certainly do. No TP out for Excalibur. As Gorg and Rajix, they're going to make their way over to grab this bounty rune. Well, he won't be punished. DNZ actually himself maybe having to be a bit careful as he's very low.
What is he
Gorg
doing?
and Rajix, what? They're going to chase this. Oh, actually dropping the chrono. I mean, they were panicking. He wanted the kill. Wasn't really needed, but you know what? Mate, sometimes it's good to just play it safe.
If you look at the map, they didn't really see anything. For all he knows, there's 3 players from level up right behind him, and he like time walks in, gets burrow striked by the Sand King, and just instantly blows up. So it looks a little weird, and we're all like, what the hell is this guy doing? But, you know, I trust him. I trust him that he went off the fact that, hey, I'd rather chrono here with nobody there than not chrono and just die.
Oh, could very well be. And, you know, they're feeling that they're slowing the pace down. Gorg's got the Maelstrom, so now he's happy to be hitting the creeps, keep farming. And as you say, you know, they're always going to have that strength against the lifesteal, against RDO when it comes to the ultimate. So maybe, you know, just feeling that they're not really under too much pressure to save these big spells for the team fights, because they've got a lot of them. As top, the wall's going to get dropped down. RDO trying to move it on to Pablo, but Rajix with the surge. He's able to get Pablo out. Rajix himself, though, might be in trouble. And down onto him. Actually, yeah, he's got a mech and a hood. He's more than fine. They can't commit onto this. As RDO, he's jumping around here as the Centaur. I'm not going to see him be able to get in onto Team Bold Reborn, though. Team Bold Reborn are fine. I'm more than happy to just sort of take the attention from level up over toward this mid lane so that Gorg does continue to get the space. And we'll see here, actually, Gorg opting to go for the BKB this time on his build rather than the SNY and going for that status resistance.
Not a fan.
You just feel that SNY is...
I think the fights are going to go on really long. And because their only real stuns are the Snapfire Cookie and the Burrow Strike, if he went like SNY Satanic, I'm pretty sure he's almost unkillable. Just purely based on the fact that a lot of their damage is over time, and if he survives the initial burst, he should be just fine. My issue is that if they kite his BKB duration, he doesn't finish off the Lifestealer during a Chronosphere, that long drawn-out fight's suddenly going to be an issue for him. So we'll see how it goes. He's all-inning the concept that they're going to win during their black hole chrono usage. Yeah. And if that works out for them, great. It's not the approach I would take personally, but I think you can see what he's going for.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I think, yeah, if anything, it just shows that he's got trust in his team to make sure that they are able to find those perfect team fights and get that locked down so that he can indeed get the job done during that BKB duration.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Funix build's bothering me a little bit on the Venomancer here. I've had him in my pubs.
You're not liking the Pike upgrade, or?
He's just the type of guy that I have him on an offlane Slardar, and I look and see that he's got Echo Saber. You know, he's just that kind of offlaner. I've noticed it several times now. It's not how I like to play offlane. It's also not what I want when I'm a carry, but maybe it's the idea that this lifestealer is going to have a tough time being a solo carry against all these BKB piercing disables, so he thinks he needs to offer a little bit of carry-esque potential later on in the game himself. He's just got a very unique approach to the game as an offlaner. It's very interesting, to say the least.
Look at this down bottom. Can they make a jump here, Team Bold Reborn? Gorg, he's going to look for it. He's in. Two-man chrono straight away. He's able to catch RDO. RDO will get taken out, turns over towards Noob as Gorg catches the two cores. Noob trying to get away here with the cookie, but 5-ups in, dropping the black hole, leaving no chance for the Snapfire to escape. As they'll take out the two of them. They were not ready. Their level up for Team Bold Reborn to strike from the shadows. As Gorg gets the ideal two-man chrono.
That's just straight up disrespect, man. Where do you think they are? Team Bald Reborn, all missing on the map. You think they're just gonna let you have a tier 2 tower for free? Mostly surprised that Noob got caught in that chrono as well. Just thinking that, you know, if they all show up, let the Lifestealer get gone on, maybe you can counter-initiate with the Mortimer's Kisses +1. They just didn't dedicate enough resources, and Team Bald, they just punished accordingly. Really, they did what you would expect them to do, so gotta be a little bit more on your toes on level up there.
No, absolutely. And that sort of move's going to push Gorg very close to the BKB, just a recipe away. Over on the side of level up, RDO after Deso. Going for the Sanj, no surprises here. Just trying to beef up and obviously get to that point where even if he does get caught in the chrono, he's got a chance of surviving. Trying to get the catch onto Noob, but Noob obviously with the faded brooch and the boosted travel, far too speedy to catch up to. RDO having a bit of a poke at the Roche here. I mean, there is no chrono, there's no black hole, so two of the bigger threats for the Lifestealer taken out of the game. We'll see if they can get away with this. It's
Solar plus Snapfire. I have to imagine they're going to get it. They've got the sustain from Warlock. Venomancer's got the area of control with the wards. It's really hard to approach this. I would like to see Team Ball honestly just give this up. I don't think it's worth losing anything else, but it looks like they're about to make some crazy plays.
Oh, if they can time it. As Radix is ready to go. He's dropped down the wall. RDO trying to commit to pick up the Roche. They'll get the kill, Team Bold, but RDO will pick up that Aegis. So as soon as Excalibur jumps in, Excalibur will die for this. RDO, he's able to get inside, in fact, protecting the use of the Aegis here as he jumps inside Booktop. They're going to look to run down Gorg. Gorg's got time to walk up in a second, but the stun's out. The chaotic offering dropped down. Gorg will fall. Let's level up. They get the kills. They get the Aegis. They don't get the Roshan kill. Team Bold Reborn able to steal that. But all in all, level up. They get away with the majority of the good news there.
Let me tell you, man, this is my EU pub. Since I'm about to leave, this is my EU pubs in a nutshell, okay? It's in NA, you're like, guys, can we stop hitting the jungle creeps and do something? In EU, it's like, guys, can we not fight them for 5 seconds and die?
On top.
So funny to watch, because it's like, I don't think they have any business contesting that Roche. You just have no ultimates. Let them get the Aegis. You know, you'll get your next volley of spells to use on everyone else, and suddenly they're bleeding kills.
RDO, was it? He's trying to go in on this. I mean, that's the Aegis gone.
They have no hole. But Void Chrono's up.
RDO
Should be dead.
The Phantom's Embrace is out. He's dying 2 times here under this tower. He's going to try and arm the toggle his way out, but there's 4 heroes here. Oh, no. I mean, I think your description's pretty apt here, Brian, as we're just seeing chaos all over the place.
Guys, just chill. You let them have the Aegis. Guys, you got the Aegis. Now you got 5 minutes of immortality to survive their volley of ultimates. It's just a huge blunder on both sides here. And I think net effective will go huge in favor of Team Bald Reborn as their late game is just significantly stronger.
Now, these ultimates are not going to get any easier to play against as the game goes on until you get to this serious sort of late game defensive items like the Eon Disc, but obviously that's a long way away here. 22 minutes in, 13-19, only 1k gold in it. Gorg now sitting in that top spot when it comes to the farm. BKB done, so unlikely that level up will ever burst him through the two, or so the 2 stuns really that they have. So this BKB is going to make it very hard for them to ever really find a chance to catch Gorg.
If he's Mask of Madness, though, they have the Deso, the Solar, and the Snapfire. Yeah. They have to be very careful where he places his Chronosphere, because he could theoretically die to outside damage during BKB, so it's a double-edged sword here.
Well, here we have it. Tier 2 tower. Taken 23 minutes in top, matching what level up's been able to achieve down bottom, of course. Just Funnick, she working on his next time. She said just continuing to go for that greedier build. The full BKB is going to be what he looks for next. Let's see what Gorg and the boys can do here. Smoked up, ready to rumble here with the Chrono. Black hole, ready to go. DNZ, ooh, he's out in time with the blink. Able to make that jump before the avalanche catches him. Looks like Team Bob Reborn won't find anything here with this move. Level up, able to avoid it completely.
I'm ready for Funnick, man. Show me what I'm missing here. You got a Hurricane Pike going for a BKB.
Yeah, he wants to carry.
I'm ready. Either way. Emotionally prepared for what I'm about to witness. Very atypical approach to the offlane.
I mean, what is the sort of downside to going for something like this? Is it just the fact that you feel that you're just not able to offer as much as you'd kind of want to the rest of the team as you feel you should do as an offlaner in this sort of part of the game? Like, what's the downsides in your mind of this sort of build?
The downside is if you look at Darkseer's inventory, you got the pipe and the mech. You know, that's what you're lacking. Imagine all the things that Darkseer offers to the fight that the Venomancer, for his team, like you said, does not offer. And usually it's the offlaner's job to build the items that kind of round off the fights, because you're the most farmed guy with the least priority for himself. Really, the only offlaner I've seen this patch that's meant to quote-unquote carry has been Axe, where they go the Manta Shard build. I don't think Veno will be able to have the same type of impact with... It's about 8,000 net worth that it takes to get the entire Axe combo off. He's sitting at 11k net worth. And you just compare his impact on the map and in fights to that of like a Centaur, Axe, Darkseer. I'm skeptical. We'll put it at that.
Yeah, we'll have to see sort of how much of a nuisance Funnick is for the members of Team Bob Reborn in these team fights.
Oh, I'm ready for this Snapfire build, though. He's got the... he's banking on that level 25, it looks like. The DAC damage at level 20, and then the 3x little multi-shot at 25. If he gets there...
It's the way to go, yeah.
You know what? I can tell Level Up's definitely being a bit experimental with the way they're playing this, due to the fact that the game is not really worth anything other than a bit of pride and some practice. And I can dig it. I'm ready to see some people get, like, insta-shredded by this little shredder. Pablo.
Get the jump on him, Pablo. Trying to get out with the force. Just level up. They're not going to want to poke up to the high ground. As Pablo gets himself out to safety. Space B. See what... Gorg's going to be very tanky. Sanj on its way out for the next fight. There it is. BKB done for Funnick. I mean, a bit of a passive moment here that is favoring Level Up in terms of farm. RDO continuing to roll in these items that are really going to make him very tanky. Going for the Satanic after the Sanj. So, again, just trying to max out that HP so he can survive through a Chronosphere.
Yeah, the Satanic's so crucial here because of the time dilation. It's such a big deal for strength heroes like Lifestealer. He's probably the primary beneficiary of the Satanic buff because it's similar to Jug where it serves as a pseudo BKB because it allows you to rage through silences, time dilation, all that kind of stuff. The silence doesn't particularly matter this game because the only silence is that of the Grimstroke, and that cannot be dispelled. As it awesomely says in the tooltip, don't get to say that about Dota tooltips very often, that they are incredibly accurate. Falls off the target if it becomes invisible or spell immune.
I imagine who's getting this? They have the enchanted... Oh, so the psychic headband. I imagine you want to give that to Pablo, right? Or maybe there's some value to have that on 5-up for the cast range of the black hole.
Yeah, and the blink extends your reach much further in team fights, but looks like they're electing to keep him with the Philosopher's Stone for now.
Okay, because what he does want the big items eventually, the refresher.
And it looks like he's going more utility with the Solar Crest so far. He's not all-inning the BKB refresher teamfight Enigma.
Well, 5-up. He's just sort of jumped straight into the front of the action here to do a bit of warding. He's got backup though. Gorg and Excalibur, they're moving. The Golem's going to get dropped down, but that's DNZ taken out. 5-up's going to live. It works out. A little bit of a bait here from the Enigma. And cost them the life of their Sand King here, level up.
Interesting that Gork is keeping a Paladin sword in his backpack. Okay, he's now just put it in. That's really value here against the Venomancer Warlock damage over time. Even the Sand King. That wear and tear damage is not good against Faceless Void, conceptually. I imagine he'll take the 2-second time walk cooldown at level 20. And then suddenly, if you're spamming that, you're removing half the damage over time because you're time walking off 2 seconds every 4 seconds.
Oh yeah, you gotta imagine that's the way to go. Seems a little too good there. 2 seconds off already a very short cooldown ability.
Ooh.
Is a lot as Noob.
That Daedalus Enchanted Quiver. He literally died in one little shredder during the Cookie plus Scattershot stun duration.
Oh. Funnick, he's been found. The BKB. The BKB. He's on the run. Gorg's looking to chase. And he's up. Oh, is he going to be able to get away with the TP? Funnick? He's not. They've got the damage. The BKB won't serve him well here. Doesn't do anything to save his life as Team Bob Reborn still managed to take him down.
That play at least validated my opinions a bit there, Owen.
Yeah. What, you feel that we're just going to probably see this quite a few... Oh, Noob!
I mean...
Oh.
I don't know what I'm watching fully this game. I'm entertained, to say the least. This Daedalus Shredder is very entertaining. I do like watching people die instantly. Something about that's very gratifying.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. Oh, looking for the Roshan here. Yeah, it's a scary place of the map for level up. Chronosphere's up. Gorg can drop it on one of the cores. Probably going to die, but yeah, we've got to keep eyes on Noob. If Noob's able to get in with the Blink, the little Shredder on most of these heroes, a lot of damage is going to be done very, very quickly.
Yeah, the Shard makes his Scatter Blast stun for 2 seconds, and then his Cookie stuns for another 2.2 seconds. So suddenly, he's got 4 seconds to hit you with all those little Shredder attacks, plus any amount of normal attacks you can get off too. So most people are going to go down to that. As Faceless Void 19, I guess Tiny's got decent armor, but everyone else got pretty low armor. 7, 13.
Oh, Excalibur! Oh, spell's being missed here. Burrow Strike off the mark as Excalibur's still able to step in and toss back the two of them. Gorg's going to try and go to work here onto Ardio. He's going to drop the Chrono. No messing around here as he'll look to take down the Lifestealer, and he'll get it. Ardio to fall. As Team Bob Reborn, they'll now look to retreat back off, but DNZ's able to get him with the Burrow Strike. Catch onto Ragic. There's the little Shredder. Oh, the crits coming in here as that's Ragic's down. And now they got to run. I mean, if they find the chance to jump in again with Noob, it's going to be a lot of damage. And yeah, they're getting out. Pablo's TPing back to base. Gorg, Excalibur, and 5-Up, they'll keep themselves away from level up. And 1-for-1 here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, you got to ask yourself, these fights, once Noob does hit that 25, if he's doing this against 3 heroes at the same time, that's not going to be easy to play into.
Yeah, BKB plus really any other damage item. I'd imagine MKB would be his last purchase. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, that talent became even better with the minus armor. I assume it applies to every hero you attack, not just the primary one.
Yeah, it must do. Yeah, absolutely. They're going for the Roche. They know there's no Chrono, but 5-Up could still look for a black hole opportunity. Booktop will have the Chaotic Offering to cancel, though. So as long as he's smart with his position,
RDO's
might have a good job of securing this.
They're not going to let him see it, so they don't know for sure that it's even going on, and they haven't smoked up yet, so they're fighting through a Venomancer's wards and damage over time.
I mean, Roche, it's going to go down.
It's literally dead.
They're not getting in it. Level Up's just able to take it straight away. They'll grab it all. Over to the side, DNZ having a bit of a poke in with the Burrow Strike. They'll get the Soulbind off. Gorg standing his ground with the BKB, trying to find Ardio, but Ardio's able to jump inside of Funnick. Now Excalibur coming in with the combo onto DNZ. They bring down DNZ. The Bashers are out as well as Gorg's able to find Funnick. The Malefice onto Ardio. Ardio, he may have that Aegis, but they've got him the once. And they do it again. Noob from the side, starting to rain down the Mortimer's kisses. Gorg heading over, drop the time dilation. They're going to pop the black hole here just to lock down Ardio. The Golem comes out, but it's not soon enough to save Ardio. As Team Bob Reborn take out a third, Excalibur's in with the combo onto Booktop. They're going to be able to get the Warlock here as well, as Booktop can't run, dragged back by the vacuum of Ragix. As Team Bob Reborn might not have been able to jump into the Roshan pit, but they still come out far ahead off that team fight as they take down 4.
Whatever gave Funnick that amount of courage to walk up that high ground, I want some of that because that was some crazy-ass stuff going on after taking a free Roshan, just kind of handing it back to
On top.
Team Ball. Noob.
Nope. He's going to have Little Shredder up in a second, so Excalibur's got to be careful. Oh, there we go! It's too much damage. He might noob. If they
I
keep
think
going
he's
on
fine.
He's in 5 seconds. He's gonna have the combo again.
Oh no!
Watch out! They've got to kill him quick before
I think he might
Shredder's
kill
back up.
them.
Or
Oh.
nope. He's gonna blink in a second. He's gonna be fine. Blink.
Oh!
TP. Nope. Is he away? He is.
Oh
He's out
my
of there.
god! Whew.
My goodness.
Okay,
Look
so
how much money he's got as well. He's saving up. I mean, does he need a BKB? I don't think so.
Nah, man.
Get another damage. Get more damage.
I'm pretty
You're not
sure
dying.
MKB because you have Tiny
he's
with pretty high armor.
He's getting double Daedalus.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't really consider
Yeah,
the double Daedal.
yeah,
The
the
Daedal
double
Eye
Daedalus.
build. It's the double Daedal Eye build.
I think that makes sense, yeah. The Daedal Eye, I like it. Here we go, Noob. He's got it. Just buys a full Daedalus. So there we go, baby. He's dual wielding. And
I respect
that
it.
20, when that 25 hits, situations like that, you can't. You're not going to be able to do that. He's just going to shoot down both of you with the multi-shot. He's very close. Just yeah, he's about to hit 20. He's 1 level away basically from having the level 25 talent.
I'm ready. My body is ready.
Yeah.
They're going for a Scotty on Funnick, dude. This guy,
Yeah, he's playing his own game, bro. He's just.
he's like, guys, I haven't tried this one out yet. We're gonna see if it works.
I mean, it makes sense, right? More slow with slow is.
I would love to watch
slow.
these fights back and see how many people Funnick's auto attacked during the fight. I don't think it's really any, guys, but hey, I can respect the notion that he, will reduce the healing of this Sanjin Yasha Mask of Madness Paladin Sword.
Yeah.
Phases
I mean,
void.
there you go. There you go. Gorg himself also going for the Skadi next. We're seeing 5 nearly has the BKB. Obviously, the Golem's still going to be a bit of an issue for him when he's looking to drop the ults. Excalibur working on that AC, just still a few recipes away from having that done.
I have to
Gotta
imagine
watch out for Noob.
Shiva's might have been a better option if he's going for the heal reduction. One of them requires you to just exist. The other one requires you to hit the guy.
Middle tower has fallen.
But hey, to each their own, as we got pretty damn farmed Sand King, all things considered. Look at his items. That's a lot of stuff. Lotus Orb
true.
going to be immense amount of value here.
Absolutely. And Gorg, actually, instead of the Skadi, he settled to split the mask and get that upgraded into the Satanic instead.
I don't blame him here.
Yeah, it's nice. Lots of things to dispel. Doesn't want to pop the BKB every time for it all.
Damage output will be a bit lacking now, though, because he did disassemble that Mask of Madness. Gonna have to supplement
Yeah,
that
that's
lack
true.
of attack speed with something. They do have the Solar Crest on the Enigma, but he's definitely ditched the win during the Chrono plan, which I think that might have been fine to go for mid-game once he had that BKB timing, but nowadays the Lifestealer has tanked up significantly since then. Both teams looking to get that AC. One on the Tiny, one on the Lifestealer. Should be about the same timing.
Pablo.
No Yules.
Oh, he's out. And now in the trees, 5 up. Good attempt there with the blink and the cookie play, but won't quite be able to get the correct read on his position, so 5 up's out.
He's so close to that level 25 on Snapfire.
He is. It's going to come.
I like how he has all
come
these
very shortly.
Tome of Knowledge is queued up. He had those queued up for so long now. Trickster, Cloak, Spell Prism. Those are 2 nice neutral items.
Who's taking those? Who gets the Spell Prism this game, actually?
I would probably give it to the Enigma.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
I
think
can see
so.
that. Well, maybe you don't think Darkseer wants it? For spamming
Maybe
out
just
the
for the
shells?
item cooldowns, it might be worth it, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it has the three actives. There we go. 25's hit. Now, you don't want to come anywhere near Noob. He will literally he's going to shoot down your whole team.
100% win rate, people.
Like,
Once you've gotten to this point, if you take that talent, you've probably won the game.
Oh no, poor old Pablo. Oh, there's so much. Oh my goodness.
Does that prioritize heroes? I don't actually know.
Oh, I'll tell you what does prioritize heroes. This chrono from Gork is going to be able to land it straight down onto Noob. He's going to be able to get some revenge here.
He does have
For Noob
buyback.
taking down
There's
Pablo.
a creep wave to TP2. Gotta be careful. Don't overextend now, Team Bald.
Oh, they want to keep going.
We've seen this countless times from both teams. You will die almost instantly to this Snapfire. But
They're going to be chill.
I respect this discipline. Something we've
Yeah,
not
they're
been
not
too
diving.
familiar with this game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, no, I would imagine them out. I don't think it does prioritize heroes. I think it kind of hits whatever. I feel that'd be a little too good if it did prioritize heroes. But hey, who knows? There's some busted stuff in Dota 2. But I would imagine it doesn't. I think it hits whatever.
Wait, this is the first time we've seen a Veno Scotty? That's insane. I can't believe that.
Oh, top. DNZ.
Messed up his force staff. That was his own force staff that's sent him back
just
in.
straight in under the tower. Just take me, he says, as he throws himself at the enemy.
He did do it with style. He didn't just let them kill him. He delivered himself willingly, it seemed like.
Honestly, I mean, with the... Okay, he's going to go E-Blade or Butterfly. He's queuing up the two. I think it's working. I think this build from Funnick's working, you know. But the way the game's gone, the fact that he is going to be his own sort of little carry at this stage of the game, it's going to be rather nice, because then the prioritization gets a little bit more complicated for Team Bold, right? In these team fights, they got to think about who they lock down with this chrono.
Sure.
Just
I think it's funny. I think there are games to do this kind of thing on offlane.
Yeah.
It's just... Venomancer is a hero, in my experience, where no matter what you itemize, your hero kind of just does the same thing. And my goal for the hero is usually to just stay alive so you can keep doing the same thing. And
Sure.
if that's what he's going for, then like I can respect it. I just think there's better items to keep him alive. And he clearly thinks differently, so I'm learning. I'm taking notes. If it works out,
I was going to say, are we going to see you try this with your jungle Venom?
not with the jungle Veno, because
You wouldn't do this from the jungle realm.
Yeah.
That would be pretty grief.
Yeah, but if you're the offlane Veno
Yeah.
against Faceless Void, I'd be down. I'll see how it goes.
I mean, if you're the Void in this position and you're sort of checking out Funnick's inventory, are you thinking, oh, I've got to avoid that in the team fight? So you're going, what is he doing?
Radiant's middle tower.
Probably the latter. A lot of times I see this kind of stuff, I'm like, what is this guy doing as he proceeds to kill me over the course of like
the
a
game.
30 seconds because he's slowing me with Poison Sting as well as the Scotty heal reduction. Smoke.
Where we have it. Team Bold ready to jump. Excalibur's in with the combo.
They
Onto
have
Funnick.
infest.
Gorg's coming in as well. They get the chrono down. It's only going to catch
Infest
Funnick.
him. Nice.
And they've got the black hole as well. They're
Oh, they
looking
came
at the
out.
three of them, but it is going to get put to a stop. It doesn't matter though. They still kill Funnick. They're over to RDO. RDO, he's got to start running. The little shredder coming out here with the multi-shot.
Halberd.
Excalibur's brought down low, but they've taken down DNZ.
no.
Buyback comes out from Funnick. Excalibur does tick out. See what Gorg wants to turn towards now. You're going to have Noob jumping in with the cookie. He's got the multi-shot coming in as Gorg still running. Time dilation out. He's got a lot of time walks. In fact, Gorg's going to go for the TP, but he's forgotten about the scatter blast. The stun comes in. Gorg's TP put to an end. He's trapped. He's surrounded.
The Scotty!
But another jump. Booktop's there waiting. He's slowing him down here. Trying his best to slow him. Another jump from Gorg. He's in onto Booktop. Can Gorg get another time walk off the scatter blast? And they've got him. The damage, the crits are there with the little shredder. As Gorg will fall out for 100. As the buybacks from level up pay off, they'll head into the pit. This Roshan will be theirs.
Time to get the Snapfire Ag Scepter. I'm ready to launch some people.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
Funnick in there, baby. He's ready.
I want to see people tossed into the fountain. Let's go.
They really gave it
Oh,
to
they're giving
Funnick.
it to Funnick. I mean, I guess Funnick, he's sort of the king this game. He's like, boys, I'm carrying. I'll take what I want.
If anybody
so, yeah,
watched
Funnick
that
gets it.
fight, he was exactly what a Veno is expected to be at 40 minutes into the game. He got gone on, pushed R, and died. To each their own. They're winning, so it's hard to fault him. 10K net worth lead, but 6,000 of that is the Ag Scepter they picked up. Venomancer's Ag Scepter is pretty scary, though. He did not take the level 20 talent, but you don't necessarily need it, as it is a 20-second duration, 125 damage. That is 2,500 magic damage over time. That is a lot.
They are holding here, Team Bold. I'll keep their racks alive for now. 20 seconds until Gorg's back up, but of course, no Chrono. They do have the Black Hole back here, as indeed with the Spell Prism. It's allowing 5-up to have a bit better uptime with this. Have a jump forward, Excalibur. They try and come with the combo onto the two of them. They'll link them up with the Soulbind. They won't be able to protect the racks, though, as the melee racks finally fall. Level up, able to get what they came for and get out of there.
I mean, at this point on Veno, he's got to go for, like, the Satanic or the Butterfly. No way you go for a Ghost Scepter.
I mean, yeah, he was queued up. He did have the Butterfly queued up before the E-Blade, so still a chance he maybe switches back.
They're going to see
Good
him.
smoke here from Team Bold.
I don't think they think that's real. They didn't, because they saw the other Venomancer.
Excalibur. Maybe trying to bait some sort of reaction. They do a quick sweep of the jungle of Level Up, but of course Level Up all down here around this mid lane. I managed to overtake the outpost back.
This Snapfire is terrifying.
Yeah, this Hex as well coming out from Noob next is going to allow him to jump and just blow up pretty much anyone.
Yeah, just
And
guess
they've
the
got to get
item
back
build.
for the defense.
This was a good one to put on Reddit. Guess the hero.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Blink, double data lie, and a MKB.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
I mean, what are they going to do about this Team Bold Reborn? They're losing their barracks.
The Venomancer illusion.
Radiant's bottom.
It's hitting. Oh! Oh! He's caught Noob in the air! Gorg's able to drop the Chrono, catches Noob flying in as Excalibur
Buy back.
throws him into the Chronosphere. Noob will buy back. They've got the Aegis, of course, on Audio, so Audio's ready for a second round. Or is he? I mean, Gorg's ready to run this down. He's chasing them out of it.
Something about, like, Snapfire in some, like, space gear. Just being
Just
launched
caught
into the
high up on your
chronosphere.
screen. Yeah.
That's just...
Good coordination there from the two of them.
Can't skip
Excalibur and
that
Gorg.
one. Yeah, that was cool.
But now no Chrono. There is the Black Hole, of course, but as we'll see, Booktop's going to be smart and stay back and wait with the Golem.
Have to wait for the wall, I think.
Yeah.
Even catapults are getting cookies now.
There we go. So E-Blade done on DNZ. Same amount of burst and opportunity to protect those caught in the Chronosphere. AC also done on RDO. So more ways to try and limit the potential of Team Bold Reborn when they find the lockdown with their ultimates. Team Bold's going to start swinging back round, but they're going to jump him. DNZ, not gonna be able to do anything there with that epicenter.
Yeah, I don't know how they really end the game here. Have to be careful. That's not fire buyback. If they manage to catch him again, he's quite vulnerable with just the blink dagger. 3 toss charges now. I want to see some cute plays. Toss into toss into toss right into the fountain. Eon Disc wouldn't be bad for Noob. Problem is, once he pops the Eon Disc, isn't he kind of just dead afterwards? That's kind of the concern I have here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely getting harder for him. I mean, as you said, you know, it's always going to be hard for Level Up's cause now at this stage against these huge spells that Team Bold have ready for the late game. As you see Gorg as well, holding on to the Spell Prism. Just feeling the necessity of having that cooldown shortened on the Chronosphere at this stage of the game.
Yeah, Ag Scepter, Ag Shard will be a pretty sick upgrade for Gork moving forward throughout the game. So a lot of room to scale here, despite having seemingly 6 slots already.
And I know the Level Up's a little split up across the map. They're going to come back, maybe see if they can get a jump onto Funnick. Now Funnick He's prepared. Too hard for them to keep chasing with the BKB and the E-Blade. A lot of sort of poke and prod here at the high ground.
That Plague Ward talent, suddenly super frustrating to ever kill these things. That's a nice amount of Plague Wards right there.
I mean, how do Level Up sort of take this to the next stage? Because it does seem like the push is pretty hard for them, despite the fact that they do have this 12k lead.
I think it's pretty deceiving. Half that net worth lead is the Ags on Vino that he got from Roche. So it's really more like a 6k lead, and you don't have Aegis or anything, and the high ground defense of Team Bald is pretty redonkulous. So it looks like we're going to be in a stalemate for a while because of the fact that you have heroes like Venomancer that don't have to reveal themselves, expose themselves on the wave to actually push it. So it's very difficult for Team Bald to get out of their base. And then it's also very difficult for Level Up to ever go in the base. But now a whole lot of nothing happens as we wait for heroes to get their super late game items. You know, I always say we've invested this far, 49 minutes into the game. Let's just wait another 10 minutes. That's when things are going to get real interesting.
I mean, Brian, imagine, what if Noob gets Ballista this game?
That sounds pretty
be
hype.
Yeah. Because you'll have the extra range on the multi-shot hits as well. I imagine it's going to be on all three of the attacks when you're coming out with Little Shredder.
Yeah, I would imagine that it benefits all. Yeah. Like all those benefit from your attack range.
Courier has been killed.
We could get there. 10 minutes away, but the game definitely slowing down quite a bit, as you say, as everyone looks towards their next big thing. And do you like this choice as well, this game? 5-up going for the Arcane Blink as opposed to building up the Refresher?
I don't know. I actually don't know how I feel about it.
No.
I think maybe he's thinking he doesn't have mana for the double Black Hole with the Refresher.
I mean, he would.
It'd be real close, because the Arcane Blink gave him 25 int, so he'd be down at like 1,300 or so. Yeah, he actually doesn't have mana unless he were to buy like mana boots or even like 3 mangoes or something.
Oh, that's a good point. That could be indeed why. And, you know, he's thinking big. As we're seeing it slowing down, he's probably saying, well, you know what, by the time anything kicks off again, I'll have a Refresher on top of it. So we'll see. As Level Up are ready to strike here. Off the back of a smoke. Start trying to have a bit of a tickle on Excalibur. But he's very, very beefy here. Level 25. AC, Trickster Cloak, not an easy target to go on. BKB as well, of course. But not really doing too much over to the side. They get the jump onto 5-up. Oh, 5-up. He's actually able to get the BKB the ult off. He's able to stand his ground, gets the BKB, the Black Hole off, but the Little Shredder comes in. As Noob comes in from the side, shoots him down. Gorg drops the Chrono, catches Ardio. Funnick ends up walking into it as Ardio will fall. Gorg looks towards the easy targets, jumps over towards Booktop on the back of the fight, brings down the Warlock. He's going to look for Funnick next, potentially. Funnick's trying to stand his ground with the BKB, but Gorg, he's ready to chase. He's going to keep chasing this Gorg. He's not stopping. He just needs a bash. He's easily going to be able to find it as Gorg continues to beat down onto Funnick. The E-Blade will buy Funnick some time, but it's not enough as Gorg stays on top of the target. 4 heroes dead on Level Up.
I just don't understand this Venomancer build, man. He's just dying to Phases Void. I mean, sick execution from Team Bald. They kept the Enigma alive just long enough to get his BKB off with that E-Blade save. That was oh, the Courier Fleet here to pick up the gem. Yeah, it's a problem with Noob here is that he doesn't feel comfortable standing his ground and laying out the damage that needs to do. You saw him chip in a bit of damage to bring down the Enigma, but immediately having to blink away in fear of Gorg. Gorg is raid boss of the game.
Oh, he is.
He's got the Ags.
He's got everything. He's pretty much fully kitted out. I mean, where do you even go from here? I guess Moonshot, but...
You gotta die so you get another slot.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you can sell the treads. You can still get something indeed instead of the Aegis.
Yeah, Void's a great no boots hero due to the innate mobility of time walk cooldown and Ag Shard range.
Absolutely. I mean, movement speed ain't going to do you too much anyway this game against a Veno. So you are just going to be relying on the jumps rather than walking about.
That's the Scotty counter.
I'm going to refresh it on Radix.
Dire's middle tower
Amping up that combo. Don't just start with the kisses here. Try and D-push a wave or so. Buy time for Funnick to get back in the game. Still out for 40. That's DNZ. He's jumping in. Excalibur looking for the grab, but with the Sandstorm down DNZ's way. Oh.
That's my favorite thing to do. I respect that Gorg. He's got to make them shit their pants for a second. Thinking you're going to do something.
He's in. He's out. As they can't stop this. Easy reacts here for Team Bulb Reborn in the mid. As level up waiting until they've got the full squad alive before they try and take a fight head on.
Yeah, they all went for boots of travel on level up as a way to like close off the map, but now they just invested all of their recent net worth on the Lifestealer and the Veno to just nothing that contributes to the actual fights themselves. And suddenly you got Team Bald Reborn knocking on your base, and not much you can do about it as their team fight is insane. They have the refresher orb on on Radix now. They have the refresher shard on the Enigma as well as the arcane blink. The difference between refresher shard and refresher orb is there's no mana cost on that refresher shard.
There you go.
And he's got the shard, so his black hole will pull people in from all sides. Super fast farm, though, with that little shredder.
I mean, but where does he go from here? I mean, he's got the Hex queued up. What can he really afford to change in his itemizations?
I think he has to go Rapier. I'm not even kidding there.
You feel he just has to make sure that people literally do die during the little shredder burst.
I think Faceless Void's Time Walk right now is too potent, and there's no other way to deal with it. Because Lifestealer, you see these fights, like, there's no way he can play. He's going to get Chronoed, he's going to get Black Holed. So it's all on you.
Top! Oh, the bash is there, second hit!
RNG was not on his side, as he doesn't have anything like a Ghost Scepter. A bit surprising for the Warlock. You'd like to see something that helps him stay alive. He is pretty farm, though, has a refresher orb of his own.
Hey, I mean, everyone is really, aren't they?
That's the beauty of these 56-minute-long games.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those games where I think genuinely every player, they're all having fun here, Brian, I think. I don't think anyone's feeling left out of this game.
That's every Dota game, man. Dota's just so fun.
Oh. I like that. I like that. Black hole in on the mid lane, noob. The Eon Disc, it'll buy him some time, but it's not really going to do a whole lot at all. As that's Noob down for 2 minutes. He has got buyback. They're jumping in. They're another Funnick, another black hole. Ready to lock down the Venomancer. DNZ jumps in. They're coming out with a triple buyback to try and push back Team Bulb Reborn. Golem getting dropped down, but that's DNZ gone. Gorg diving in deep. The Chrono's out. Catches Book Top. Kills off the Warlock.
RDO.
Catches Funnick. Turns over towards Funnick as well. Funnick pops the BKB trying to get back. Radix with another round of the wall. And with that refresher, drops it down. Level up. Trying to get themselves back towards the fountain.
They haven't lost the game. All ultimates are expended from Team Bald.
Just the three of them now.
Gotta kill this Faceless Void somehow. 43 seconds left on that Aegis. How do you do it? Is it the Scotty from the Venomancer that will make the difference?
I mean, RDO's going to give it an attempt. He's trying to fight Gorg here, but he just doesn't have the damage. They'll come in with the Scatter Blast. Gorg, time walks in. As he's going to get the setup here with Radix coming in with the vacuum onto the two of them. They're trying to run back to the fountain, but Gorg jumps in, sets up with the Ink Swell. They're trying to focus down Gorg, but Gorg's just full HP. Double kill for Gorg. GG, it's cool. As Team Bulb Reborn will take this game one here at 57 minutes.